Hi guys! Today I want to show you the setup of my Midori for January 2014, and hopefully it will stay like this for the whole of 2014, because by the end of January I really want to have my planner properly set up so that I don't have to keep worrying about it during the year. Although there are some things in here that I will be tweaking and I'll tell you about those, but this is my setup as of yet. It will change over the next few weeks because I have got some things that I need to finalise and modify and make sure that I definitely want them like they are, or change them if I need to, but I just want to show you it as it currently is because I really like it. So the first thing that you'll see is that I have a pink elastic and a charm on it, and this is it's like a crystal circle with a hole through the top. So I think it's tiger's eye, but I think it looks a bit like now I'm sorry if I get this wrong, Jupiter. It might be Saturn. I get confused between the two big planets, but I think you can see the natural lines across it and the colour changes and the kind of natural striations on it. I think it looks like Jupiter. I think it's either Jupiter or Saturn. But so that's the charm that I've got on it at the moment, but I have had different charms on my Midori previously. I had this button, which is from my grandmother's collection. I never met her. She died when my dad was 19, but it's really nice to have something from her, and I've got some more buttons from her, so I really like having that one on there, but I just fancied a change, and I got this one for Christmas from my dad, so I decided to put that one on there on Christmas Day. I also got this one from my mum for Christmas. It's another one, the same shape. I've forgotten what it's called, but it's kind of a quartz, I think, and you can see through it, and it's really cool, and it's green, and if you look really closely on the inside it looks like it's got this like wispy plant sort of effect. It looks almost like it's got foliage in it, so that's really cool. And I've also got this container here with some more in. I've got all my elastics that I use that I got when I got this one, which I traded with a girl in America, so she got them from somewhere in America, I imagine a craft shop, and it's by Bead Landing, and they're really good elastics. They're the right thickness, they're really great colours. So I swapped them out, and I've also got some more crystal ones. I've got this this donut here, which is this gorgeous not sure if it's blue goldstone or something else, but it's this gorgeous sparkly blue. I like crystals. I don't go in for any of that you know, crystal energy or anything like that. I just like crystals. I've collected them since I was little. I just like holding them. I like how they're cold. I like what they look like, how they feel. I like having one in my pocket every now and then. I just like to collect them. And so I've got another donut, which is a tiger's eye, and another one which I'm not sure what one this is. It's blue with the gold effect on it, because I really like the brown and gold together. The brown of the Midori leather, and then the brown and blue together, sorry. And then I've got this clear white sort of iridescent one. I don't know if you'll be able to see properly in the camera, but it shines with all of the colours around it, and it picks up all of the light, and it's really gorgeous. And that's on a different Midori. That is on my original Midori, which I haven't set up properly, so I won't show you today. So and then that's my Midori. So I'll show you what's inside here. Oh, I forgot to show you. These are some keys and keyholes from Tim Holtz, and Sarah had this one on her Midori, and I absolutely loved it, and I'd seen them in Hobbycraft, so I got them for Christmas from Hobbycraft, and I can put the keys on the bookmark on the Midori, but I'm not very good at tying the knot on the bookmark, so I don't want them to fall off, so I don't know if I'll have the key on there. But when I swap these out, because I swap them out every now and again with the other donuts and the button and things, I'll have these on every now and then. And I love these, and that one reminds me of a fairy tale. I don't know whether it's Cinderella's pumpkin or Snow White's mirror or something like that, but it reminds me of a fairy tale. So I'll show you what's inside my Midori. And I'm doing this all upside down, so I apologise if it's a bit not very dexterily, is that a word? Dexterousness? If it's not very well done. Okay, so I open it up, and on the inside I've got a pocket, one of the stick-on pockets, and I've got an old bus ticket, but I'm only keeping it in there because I'm going to need the plastic it's kept in, and it's easier for me to keep if there's something in it. I won't throw it away by accident. Then I've got my credit card insert with a cat calendar page, because I got a new cat calendar for Christmas, but I haven't changed it to today's yet. I've got a card from my mum and an old gift card. I've got a Filofaxi business card and some Rilakkuma pages, and then I've got the other side of the Ziploc pocket, and I've got some washi tape stuck on there because I always need washi tape, and I'll show you why later. I've got a Look Term pen loop with this pencil stuck in, and I love this pencil because of the clip, and it makes it really easy to put inside the Look Term pen loop and keep it in there, and it won't slip out. And I've got an old Martha Stewart, it's really hard to unstick, it's an old Martha Stewart divider tab, but it fell on the floor and it got a load of fluff on it, so I had to take the fluff off, and it wasn't very sticky anymore, so I stuck it with some two-way glue, and now it's just a bit too sticky. I've got an old HSBC check receipt and a tab. I just stick random things that I want to use later on here, and then I stick things like note paper in the pockets. And then I've got my first insert, which is my diary. I made it myself out of just normal squared paper, and I used some thin 160 grams per square inch cardstock for the cover, and I will be doing something with this, which I will show you one example of later. But I made this myself because the Midori diaries that they've got ready-made, I need square paper, and they aren't squared paper, and I need it in my format, which is week on 2 pages like this, which they also don't do. And I also wanted the full 2014 in here, and the Midori diaries, it has to be 2 for the year, so they have 6 months each, because they're such thin diaries that that they can't fit the whole one in. So I made it myself. It has 12 months of week on 2 pages, and then 12 months of month on 2 pages, but I haven't drawn in the week on 2 pages for the rest of the year, and I've drawn in the month on 2 pages up until May, so I've kind of decorated them slightly. I will show you. So I've just drawn out the grids and put some washi tape, and this is my month on 2 pages format, where I've got quite a small grid for the month, but then I've got space at the top for writing lists for monthly things that I need to do, and then I've got a section on the right hand side where I can write something for each week. So whether it's something like a theme for the week, or something I'm focusing on for the week, like for example if it's someone's birthday, I can say, right, this whole week my main focus besides work and my to-dos is to get my present for that person finished, because I make presents now, because I'm very big into crafts. Or whether it's something like I need to concentrate on cleaning my room this week from top to bottom or something. But my week on 2 pages at the moment, this is what I've drawn out. Just some week on 2 pages with equal sized sections for each day, but I'm possibly not going to be changing this actual format. But what I've been doing is having I've divided the day into 3: morning, afternoon, evening. So morning goes from kind of 6 AM to 12, afternoon is 12 to 6, and then evening is 6 to when I go to bed. But I might be changing that because this is this week, which is fine, but some days I don't have much written into the time section, because this is the time section, and then I have a lot of to-dos written in. But I mean, I've written in the to-dos for the coming Sundays, because I do have fixed things I need to do on Sundays, and I've already run out of space. So what I'm thinking is moving the to-dos over so I have more space to fit them in, so I can instead of using 2 lines for a to-do, I can only use 1 line, or I can fit maybe 2 to-dos into 1 line, and only having the my work shifts, because I've just started my new job, not having them written like that and then nothing in the evening because I'm too tired, but having them like I did try with my old diary, which is like this, where I have my work shifts written like that, and then the rest of the space can be for the other things I'm doing in that day, and then the whole rest of the space is for to-dos. I don't know, because what's happening with my work shifts, I haven't got a fixed rota. I'll have a fixed time to come in the morning, but then I might not have a fixed time to go home, so I won't be able to fit them in on a timed daily slots. I won't be able to say 8:30 till 4:30. I'll just say start at 8:30, and then later I'll fill in when I finish, because I need to keep track of my work shifts so that I can check my wages against them. So what I'll do, I think, for next week onwards is write work and then the time I start, and then when I finish I'll write in when I finished, and then the whole rest of the space down here I won't put in the even though I've drawn in the spaces for the time sections, I will ignore them and just put what I'm planning on doing that evening, so the TV programs that I want to watch that evening. And then every day, and this is part of my 2014 resolutions, is to plan something fun or something productive for the rest of the day. So I'll either have some academic work, something for my goal, something for a project, or something for a hobby in after work, or maybe 2 things if I'm not too tired. So for example, if you're at work and you can't wait to go home, but you have to be at work for another 6 hours, then at least I'll have something to look forward to that evening. Because if I said, right, I know I'm going to be doing some crafting, I can, you know, because I've planned it ahead, I can then write down here what I want to do specifically in that crafting and look forward to it, instead of just having, which I've had yesterday, just having a blank space with nothing to do and then kind of feeling like I've wasted that time. Actually planning something, so I'll use the evening or the after I've written in the work space for planning the fun thing or the productive thing that I'm going to do that evening, and then the whole rest of the space possibly from there onwards to write in all of my to-dos, so I have more space to write them in. And then I've got this space at the top which I'll be writing the weekly focus, which I want to read 1 article each week on Egyptology article, so I'll write that, which one I'm reading in there. I've also got a project, you know, a goal where I will do 1 artistic thing a week, 1 art journal page, and learn something artistic, so I can write that in there, which thing that I want to learn, and which, you know, what the theme of the art journal page will be. So that's my my diary. I did make it myself, and so the quality isn't excellent. You can probably see here that I cut it a bit wrong, so the edge doesn't match up perfectly, but that is just because I am not an expert and it was the first one I'd done properly myself. So I have this divider tab here so I can easily flick to that week. And then so that's the first one, and because this is so fat, it is about twice the size of a normal Midori insert. I haven't got 3 inserts in here, I've only got 2. But my middle section, which is kind of like an insert in itself, I've got this this 6 pocket Midori style craft folder. It's not a Midori craft folder. I made it myself using the tutorial from Marianne from Pocket Full of Vintage, and it's an excellent video. And if you sorry about that, my memory card filled up. So as I was saying, if you watch a Pocket Full of Vintage's video just to get an idea of how to make it, and then make it while you're watching it so that you can see step by step how she makes it. It's a really great tutorial. It's really easy to do in the end. It looks a bit complicated, but if you're following the video step by step, it is really easy to make, and you can get some really great you know, results with it. I decorated mine because I don't like the blue on its own, and I also used a scallop punch to punch the hole, the sort of section, and it's great because it looks like somebody's taken a bite out of my file folder, which is quite cute. So this section is like my organisation section, which I've always had in my Filofaxes and in my Midori, but it's slightly different this time. So it's being held together with the file folder, which has got an elastic running through to hold it in place. This is the third elastic, and I'm going to do my next video will be on how to use 3 elastics inside your Midori. So it's got 3 kind of sections within it. The first section is my organisation lists, and I haven't started writing them yet. It's actually my current section, by which I mean all the lists in my organisation section which are for my current life. They are relevant currently, which I don't mean projects and things, I just mean lists of what is happening in my life. I've got the same in here, in this notebook, just a plain Midori, well not plain, squared Midori notebook, but this is a fixed notebook, and I was only using about 10 pages at a time, and obviously you've got all of the pages in there. So the thing I do with this is all just loose leaf paper. I can add and take away pages as I want because it's all just sitting loose. It's not sewn in or anything, it's all just sitting loose under the elastic, and it's held in really well and it won't fall out, but I can add pages and take pages away as I want. And so I'm going to have all of my organisation current lists, which is shopping list, waiting for, in progress, projects, on my mind, keep in mind, that kind of thing, all here. And when I've finished, when I've filled up a list, I can just take it out and throw it away and add a new piece of paper. And then these pieces of paper obviously go through to the back, which is kind of the third section of this middle part, which are for to-do lists and that kind of thing, and possibly, although I'm not sure if I'm going to have it in here or just in my notebook, project lists as well. So it's to-do lists for relevant, specific things. So Egyptology to-dos and hieroglyph to-dos is what I've got in here at the moment, because I'm still adding to them, obviously. I have got to-do lists in other places though. I've obviously got the monthly to-dos on my monthly pages, which are here and here, and so these are non-time specific things that are just when I set myself something to do. Like if I say after work on Friday I'm going to do some hieroglyphs, then I can look at my hieroglyphs to-do list and say, oh yes, I was going to make a vocabulary list for my phone to because I forget words. Like when you're learning any language, you do forget words randomly, so I'll have a document on my computer which goes through to my phone via Dropbox with all my commonly forgotten hieroglyphic Middle Egyptian words. Okay, so this is the middle section of the middle section. It's the kind of second part of the organisation section, which is actually like a dashboard. It's made of acetate. I've got some 12 by 12 sheets of acetate, which I cut to 2, which are 11 centimeters by 10.5 centimeters, I think, so basically the size of one page of a Midori insert, and then the other part, because it's 12 by 12, it doesn't quite reach the full width of a Midori page, but it's fine. So basically what I've done is, I'll do a video on this actually. I've got a piece of thin card, which is just like that, which actually serves as like the front cover of the sections, or the back cover of the first section and the front cover of the third section inside the middle here. But what happens with the I've fit the small acetate section with washi tape to one side of the folded piece of card, and then I've got the two other sides sellotaped together so that I can do this. And this is my dashboard, and I can stick sticky notes on it. I can have my lists, and this is my at the moment to-do list. It's kind of like my near future or this week to-do list. And what happens is, it sits inside here normally, so I can open this piece of cardboard and go, there's my to-dos. But then I can do this when I want to look at my weekly page, and that's my this week and my to-do list. And then if I want to have more detail of what I need to do, I can do that. So I have a 4-page spread of what is on at the moment. I can also transfer things from my current lists from here onto sticky notes and stick them on here, and so I can have a proper spread of what my to-dos and responsibilities are at the moment. I have this divider tab so that I can do this, if I just pop it back right. When I need to just look at that, I can just do this, and I've found it, and then I can just slide it back in so I know where that is. And also what it serves to do is, if I have this folded back, which is how I'm normally going to have it, because this is only a secondary dashboard, this is my main dashboard, is when it's like that, this kind of acts as a kind of wedge, so it doesn't flop back too much. Because if I didn't have that tucked in there, this would, of course it's not going to show you, but it would be very floppy like that. So this acts as a sort of wedge if it's wedged in between the notebook behind. So that's that. I'll do a video on how I made that, and my my other section where I've got the acetate and the Filofax sheets between with the treasury tag, which I keep on saying I'll make a video for and I keep on forgetting to do. So that's my organisation section. And I've also got this little Moleskine address book, which I'm going to use for my reference lists. I'm basically going to have, under each letter, I'm going to have a relevant thing. Like for example, under W I'll have my parents' working rotas on a piece of paper or on a sticky note stuck in, and then that lives in that section, in that secretarial pocket of the file folder. And then I've got my journal. Now this is a new section. I've never been good with journals before. I'm not a Dear Diary person. I really don't like keeping any negative things in my life, or even keeping any personal emotional things in my life. I am very sentimental, and I do not like anything that could be possibly negative. I mean, even so far as I don't like anything that could possibly go wrong. For example, I've just got my new job, but there was a time when I was thinking that I might not get it. I didn't want to write anything down because I don't want to come across that in future and find, you know, and it upset me again. So I don't write anything personal or emotional down in here. And if I do need to get that sort of thing off my mind, just to write it down to get my frustration or my anger or my sadness out, I'll write it on something like a sticky note so that I can rip it up and throw it away later, so that only happy things are kept in here. Now this is a Midori squared notebook, but what I've done is and this is what I'm going to do with the cover of my diary, because this is really thin paper, is I have got photo corners, which are my latest favourite thing, and put them at the corners of the notebook. And I have got some cardstock and I have decorated it, and as long as it's just slightly smaller than the Midori insert, so that it will fit into the photo corners, and then you just slip it in the photo corners, and you might have to fix it down with a bit of washi tape, but I've just decorated it. And the thing I can do with this is I can take the washi tape off and slide it out of the photo corners and put another one on. So one of my crafty things I'm going to be doing this year is just making covers, and when I fancy, oh, I'd like a blue one this time, or I'd like a steampunk theme this time, or I'd like a kawaii themed one this time, I can just switch them out whenever I like. So that's that. So in here I have, because I'm not very good at remembering what I'm supposed to write in here and what I'm not supposed to write in here, I have a piece of paper with that, and this is attached with photo corners. As you can see, I can take it out if I need to rewrite the list. And so basically it is for, I shall read, writing down important things that happen on a particular day, like vet visits for my animals, interesting and funny things that happen, things that I read, see or find that I want to record, like poems that I love, quotes and things like that, also ephemera, which I've got a few bits of, things that make me happy, sketches, which is one of my resolutions to be more artistic, so I'm practicing my sketches, and my 36530 lists, which is my group on Facebook of monthly lists. Every month somebody from the group makes a list of 30 or 31 or 28 questions, and we all answer them, and they're like journaling prompts, and so I do that in here. And then the main part is for Josh's 2014 accountability project is to write down my progress in my goals, and also my progress in my academic work, my hobbies and my projects, and I will have them boxed off with a particular colour coding colour in my journal. So just a quick showing, here's some ephemera. There's some stamps from my card from Josh, my Christmas card. I have written in different colours. I've put squiggly lines around important things to remember. I've stuck this in, this whole page is about, well, I drew it on the, just after midnight on New Year. So just as it turned into 2014, and it's got a quote, it's got a Happy New Year and fireworks, it's got this card which came with something I got for Christmas, which says, the butterfly counts not months but moments and has time enough. And it's just all about New Year's and resolutions and making things count and stuff. And then I drew this sketch which I really like, and I'm really proud of, actually, because I'm not an artist. I will show you something actually. I tried to, you know that piece of cards that the dashboard is attached to, I tried to make another one and decorate it, and this is what happened. Yeah, this is the sort of thing that I used to do to my exercise books when I was 13. My artistic imagination and putting my artistic imagination on paper has not improved since I was 13, but I am good at copying things, which is hopefully going to be, you know, I'm good at copying what I see. So I'm not good at imagining things from scratch, but I'm good at copying what I see, so hopefully I'll be able to use that in my artistic practicing. I've got 3, 5, 6, 30 list here, the January the 1st one, and I've got some stamps from Hong Kong which came with something my brother bought, and I did a ball of wool. I don't know if you can see that, there it is. I drew a ball of wool because one of the things that I'm not good with in drawing is making things look 3D. So a ball of wool is really good because it's obviously got a lot of contours and it's spherical and things like that. And I'm not caught up yet. I need to catch up with Thursdays and Fridays and start today's journaling pages, but that's what's in there. And then I have the back the washi tape keeps on lifting up. I have the back of the decorated cover, and then I have the other side of the Ziploc pocket with some pieces of paper which I have cut with my die cutting machine with my scalloped edge dies, and they are what I'm going to be using instead of sticky notes, and that's why I've got the washi tape in the front, because